Alright, cool. Let's go.
I mean, they're not. I just have to actually pay attention, and that's the
What do you
problem.
mean? Does this hurt?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
But I mean, you have
Just
to
make sure if I actually need to mid it, or...
Watch the tornado.
Dodge these.
Oh no.
Oh, I already got hit.
Yeah, I'm dead.
It's
I
fine.
forgot
I
that
got
was
it.
only round.
Get ready to move. Move now. We got the crabs too. Right.
Yeah, I got Nyx.
Out of the front.
You might want to LB. Never mind. I got you.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I am warrior. I have...
Okay,
shit
somebody else
that
has to get Nyx this time.
Right in the middle of its tornado.
I got her.
My bad.
Never mind. What game are in? I have nothing.
I did start streaming, but he pulled before I could get the link. Out of the front.
It's at Causlin
Out of the back.
on YouTube.
I tried to warn you guys to not.
No, it's fine. It's
You're
fine.
fine. I'm just living because I'm a tank. I got you. I wouldn't revive right now.
Yeah.
Oh!
So this next one, Sue, you're gonna want to pull him to like right
When
here.
I rest though.
Alright.
Okay. I'll just go hang out at the start. I thought it'd be good because there was not a tornado.
Watch the front.
Yeah, I thought you were good too. Is that all our reses, or do we still have one more?
I
Uh,
revived. That was the last one.
Nah,
No.
just wait.
Oh, the last one's on Nyx.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
he in. Donut.
Fine.
I should also mention that when I learned this fight, I was on pain meds after having a surgery, so
Oh, no.
I probably don't have the best retention of the mechanics either.
Watch the front.
That's okay.
And just one more.
I'm
This
not
guy doesn't
gonna
do
lie.
anything special. He's gonna target us one at a time with the ability to
I'm
knock you back.
just winging it.
Just when you're targeted, don't be lined up with a tornado.
That is because I learned that the hard way.
Come on, walk over here, please. Oh, okay. You don't walk over here.
Yeah, these guys don't like moving.
I think this is where we fought it anyway. This is fun. We just do a little dance. Can't remember. There's no time limit on this version, right?
Nope. Just the instance timer.
There's a timer.
In Savage, yeah.
Yeah,
You
in
gotta do it
Savage.
in, like, I think 24 minutes.
The first fight?
The whole dungeon.
The whole thing.
Holding.
Holy shit.
Hello, Kataduke. It's been a while.
Let me read this really quick.
Do you
Start
still have
mini
the
trophy.
waymarks? That would be insane if you still have the waymarks.
I probably do.
Wait for a second.
Oh,
Cole.
nope, that ain't it.
Oh yeah, I do not.
I can't believe I have these. Anyways, I think we just used like this, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I just know I memorized those bubble patterns at some point, and now I completely forgot them.
That's right. The bubble patterns.
We will see.
Oh god, yeah, I don't remember the trick to know the bubble patterns anymore. I do remember that, like, you want to be in the second
Well,
knockback that's going off next to one that's sideways.
There's
Something
a
like that.
yeah, there's a description at the bottom of that paste bin. So the big thing is that if it is a stack, you are going to want to stand in the 2. Is that right? Stand in 2? Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's a spread, you're gonna stand in the 1. I mean, you can stand in either if you know where you're going, but that's the easy way of you will end up in the right spot.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out on the way.
Yeah, just send it. We got time.
Alright, they're going counterclockwise. It is a spread. Stand in the 2. If you have the bubble icon, you can stand in the 1. We do need to be spread out though. Here. I'll go over here.
Wait, oh, I did it wrong. Wait, no, yes I did. I'm so
That was the wrong spot. It was close.
I need to relook at this. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's TRHM. Yeah, so you and Sue will be ending up in the northern quadrant, or starting in the northern quadrant, I think.
Crystal. Safe is there. 1, 2.
When I look at the paste bin, like the one where it wanted me to click to look at the bubbles, it's like, okay, good. You did that. Because it was wanting me to allow like notifications on my browser, and I'm like, no. We're not.
Crystal is there. Seen that way. Crystal is. Safe. Alright, we'll go in again. Why did it just spawn us like right?
I'm pretty sure it's just because the way they coded it for Savage, it restarts you every time.
Yeah, in the Savage version, none of the trash stays dead, so every pull is a full reset of the whole dungeon.
Do I need to be up north?
You
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
yep.
you and Sue will be north.
I'm having flashbacks because I did this on Summer and on Lightning.
You just need to kill it. See, we're already at 87%. I think the safe spot is here.
Well, I'm not gonna move. So, pretty sure this is the 2.
One more over next. Oh wait, no, you didn't mind. You're the root. You're good.
Never mind.
Counts.
I'm gonna heal you, and then I'm gonna get him up.
I got him.
Okay, that works.
Alright, spread first. So everyone, you're rotating in your own quadrant.
I share something?
Yep. Stack just went off. Nyx took it to look. Yeah, that mechanic is always either
North south. Well, we don't know yet actually. We can do north south. That's fine.
I didn't read this far.
Out.
I'm just gonna
Out.
go off
First.
eyes.
cross and go in. Prog.
Frog. It's all coming back to me.
Slowly but surely. I just remember dying a lot, mostly.
I'll eventually get it.
Honestly, the spring crystals is almost this entire fight. I mean, the ads are a little jank. You do need to learn that, but
What did we do for that? Did we do fixed positions, rotate clockwise?
yeah.
Because that is, I don't think that's what this says to do. I think it's like using like snake cryo.
That's spread.
So probably the peak then, I'm gonna
How does... Oh wait.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
Oh,
No, I did not.
I'm still trying to read the... I will
I
be
think I did
honest.
it the opposite of what I was supposed to do.
This picture's not helpful whatsoever.
No.
It is.
So what I do to solve that, the safe spots are always what's a way to explain this? If you look at diagonal from the one you're in, whatever is safe in that one is most likely going to be safe, depending on which way it's rotating.
Okay.
So the thing I need to remember is, so when you have the bubble, you're gonna be moving the bubble debuff. You're gonna be moving,
Yeah.
and that's the one that starts in the one, right? Whereas
You can actually be in
the-
either. When you have the... You can be wherever, as long as there's a safe spot.
Well, I wouldn't say in any other, but if you have the one where you're not gonna get pushed, then
Hit
do you
stack.
start with one? No, because like for the one that I had, that last one, like I didn't move at all. Oh, you guys pulled already. Sorry, I was looking at stuff.
It's...
There.
there,
Stack.
there, so... Here?
Sue, you left me.
I got him.
Ayo.
Oh wait, I released.
Oh no!
I thought that was a res.
I think we need that guy.
Probably.
It's stack. It's spread then stack.
Oh, I missed it.
Well, you got the first part of this.
Oh no! Nope. I fucked up on the positioning for that.
Oh.
Busting out the YouTube video.
We'll have
Love it,
a
love it.
bind the crystal also has bubbles. Now let's do dust first, and then
I do not want to watch it in Reddit.
so since it's two way onto this square, right? Now
Hold on, don't
this is
pull yet.
two
I'm
as well.
looking
This
at
will
some
get a
things. I want to.
shove there, and
I'm looking at stuff too.
so what is safe? Yes, right. It's where sides are here, so this, and then this side was going. So this square is safe over here, and that square is there. Now those are the conditions bubble. Okay. Now the people with binds have to move somewhere else depending on whether they're red. Then in a bit, but let's say you have bind won't get right, but you have to what's coming at you. So in this case, wait for the bubble net. No,
Safe. Look for the middle crystal only as soon as they spawn. If you face the larger side is north or south. Right and left on the north and south. Oh, okay. This guy explained it pretty well. Let me see if it works.
I think I'm good for the bubbles.
That's my Zoe. Alright, look at it.
This is when they're still on the bleed high, huh?
They do that every so often. Well, not
So the middle crystal, so this place this is safe.
Stack. She can be standing in the one.
Wait. Oh god.
I think I made it.
Oh. Wait, no, I did do it right.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
I
That
got
video
next.
was
Oh,
helpful.
you got it.
Not the video.
Yeah.
The little infographic that.
It is a spread first. So
I'll
you're
take the one
rotating
quadrant.
in your quadrant. Middle. And then running in after it for your stack.
Or you could go there. I got stuck in a bubble.
Got Sue.
So whenever you get up, you're gonna have to get Nyx.
I killed you. You ran into my area.
North south, north south.
the stack part.
Make sure you taunt.
Oh boy.
We're still tanking the boss. It's out first.
I'm
I'm dead. Maybe I'm not. No, I'm still. Oh, we got both the stacks. I needed to flex.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see what happened. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, it's fine. I think next is ads face.
Yep. Sounds right.
Spinning crystals. Okay. So that kills.
So the corners are safe.
This is the ad. Okay.
So for the ads here, Sue, you've got a bubble, so you're going to go into the air. You are going to be baiting the ads who are on the ground.
Oh, so like I go here.
Yep.
After that.
Oh.
But yeah.
So
Yeah,
two of
just
the
go
ads are
off
going to have a
your run
bubble.
and-
Two of the ads are going to have a bubble and go up. So the people who are rooted want to bait those because they don't just pass over their head. And two people will have the bubbles, and you want to bait the ones who don't have the bubbles because they are going to be on the ground and it will go below you.
Oh, I guess I'm supposed to take the other one. I killed you. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how PF did it, but we had like a fixed priority system for it.
Yeah, we had a fixed system plus a flex.
It's that stupid snake prio that I hate so much.
Yeah, that's essentially what
We
kinda
will
had.
figure that when we get there.
Yeah,
Do you want a timer, or are you okay with just bowling?
you can just pull.
I am okay with just pulling.
Alrighty. Because does damage have to be? Is it tight or no?
Criterion
I'm
is
thinking I still
basically
have
if you don't die, you kill the boss. Guaranteed.
So that it's this place and okay. Is this duo?
This is Sobian one.
And then I'll start in one because I have. Because I'll stay put, right? Or do I start in two?
Be all the way northwest. Oh wait, no, you got
Oh.
to ignore me.
Oh, it was rotating the other way.
Oh,
I
right,
trusted
the
you.
bow. I got multiple. I believe my guy.
Come on, right when you're up. Whew. It's spread first.
No, I can find a way from. Oh no.
Oopsies.
I got him.
All right, north south.
We're good on stacks.
Yeah, stacks are fine. In first,
Get first.
you're going to be crossing and running out.
That's like instant, and I did not follow you.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I think PF actually does
I
that
have
east west.
something I need to heal for.
I don't think it matters east, west, north, south. I've just always done them north, south.
So if you do it east west, you don't have to cross. That's the thing.
Oh.
It's north and south for the safe spots.
Sad day. Sad
Yeah,
no.
sorry.
I got the rooted, so I stand here.
No, you're
Is
not
this?
gonna get pushed. Oh, okay. So for that one, Sue, what you would do, since it's north-south, and not corners,
Oh,
we would have to stand, like if I was up, like before you bait the ad, you have to stand in like your own square. And isn't you have to kind of stand like off to the side so you don't flip each other, if I remember correctly? Isn't that right? For that before you bait
So
the
yeah,
ad?
you've got an AoE spread there that is actually really large, so you have to be right on the edge of the box.
oh,
Yeah.
And then when you bait the ad, you are baiting it straight away from the boss.
Yep.
So like, see, you almost did it right there, but you baited it off to the side a little bit and it killed me.
And them.
Assumed I need to book it.
Little toading weapons. So cute. I'm gonna have to get those.
I didn't have
They
to
are
start
my
it.
favorite sage weapons so far. They are very nice.
I have the ones that look like wings from last expansion.
Oh, the contest ones?
Yeah.
The ones that we're going to get right now. Soonish. After we do Savage.
No. No, not those ones. Or maybe they do. 'Cause they don't
Yeah,
really have
that's
it.
those are the ones that you get to upgrade if you get the currency from here.
Stack in 1. Where's 2? 1. Corner,
Just
next
stack.
corner. Or you're the bubble. Never mind.
Oh, I did.
I was in the
wrong
wrong spot.
Ah, so close. I got Nyx, you get Coke.
I never had Coke, so.
then. I don't want.
Stack first. The stack's fine, stack's fine.
Come back quickly. Move aside.
It's all coming back to me. Although I don't remember what the hell I do here. I think I keep going
You
this way.
stay in the corner and I chase the...
Yeah, that's right.
Which one of you has a res?
None.
Oh. Never mind. Everyone's dead. Got an insta. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so for that one, you're going to split off kind of in different opposite directions from each other.
So if it's, I should stand in the two spot if I don't get bubble and it's a stack.
So if it is stack, you stand in 1. If it is spread, you stand in 2.
Okay. If you're rooted, right?
Yeah. I mean, actually, the same is true if you're a bubble. Bubble can stand kind of wherever and just
Yeah,
ride it.
Bubble can do whatever. Root changes where you can stand based on stack or spread. Because you don't want to end up where the bubble ends up finally, if it's spread.
But yeah, just, you can always remember that because 2, like, it... when you're in 2. That is stack. So standing in 1.
Standing in.
I see. I'm always off by 1. No, I hate it.
I'll get next. There you
I
go.
already got it.
I could send you the picture that I'm using.
It is spread
That might be
first.
helpful with pressure to-
Everyone in their own quadrant.
I need to run over to you. That would be.
Yeah, hold on, I'll clip that after this. really consistent on that.
I got her.
Stacks are I'll flex. Nyx, go south. It is in, and then straight out.
Gaming. Good adjust.
North, south? Who's the other route?
Nyx, go
Sue.
counterclockwise.
Yeah, Sue, go to the west one.
Oh, this?
Oh, I tried to get there.
You should be fine. Oh,
No, I killed you, sorry, cuz I didn't make it.
we were at the right ones though.
How did you
Solved
get there
it
so
real fast.
fast? I have no res.
Me either.
I have res. Oh, what? I guess it doesn't matter.
I have res. I guess the two people who are dead have the res.
Yeah.
So
for-
from like, the movement, oh, does that be like here-ish? And then I sprint towards here, right?
for the ad, yeah. So I don't know how PF does it. The way that our priority system worked is that you would actually go to a different starting location and then you would rotate clockwise to the ad. But honestly, I think it might actually just be easier for us to just call it, like YOLO it and call where you're going,
Alright, cool.
because there's time to do that.
Oh yeah, here, let me Oh no, wait. Undo.
Because really, all you have to, I mean, I guess there is a.
There's one pattern that would screw us, and
Yeah.
that would be a pattern that required somebody to get all the way across the room to get to their ad.
Yeah, I could do that,
Oh.
but
There's another picture in there.
Oh, so that's what they mean in this other one with the crystal. It's the one that's the sideways.
Yeah, the other one has, it's too many things going on.
no, that actually is a really easy way to do it. That's kind of what I do. Like it's kind of hard to explain how I do it. So I look at the outer crystal, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember whenever we were doing this, like I looked at all these diagrams once we weren't blind anymore, and then I just said screw that and continued to manually solve it
Yeah.
because I had already gotten comfortable with it.
I can't remember how I manually, because I had a way that I did it to where like 80% of the time I had it right. But again, I kind of had a debuff.
but yeah, that is a pretty easy way to go about it. Just the inner crystal, the corners of it are always going to be safe spots.
Yep.
I just looked on Reddit. How do I do the first boss mechanic? And then people were just saying this. Alright. Because there isn't really a guide for it. There's a lot of shitpost guide. But... Is Extreme like exactly the same thing as this, but like
Yeah, it just hits.
Mechanically it is everything hits for more.
So like mitigation is more required.
Side is spread, by the way, being 2.
Let's see if I can read diagrams properly.
I think you wanted to go into the winner.
See, I didn't
Got
I'll
Malphus?
get. I guess I'll get.
it is spread first. Oh, that's right, I didn't make that clip for you. For this one.
Other way, Nix.
I know
Bubbles
I
are
did
there.
it.
And I died. Oopsies.
I have a late spread. Weird. Or was it stack first?
No, it was spread first, but the someone died and it did the double bubble.
Yep.
That is definitely one of the annoying things about that mechanic is if someone dies, it just gives your spread to someone immediately.
I didn't know that.
All right, hold on. Okay, clip. Probably a previous poll.
So are these oriented where the top of the picture is north then?
Yeah.
Which picture?
Any of these?
But the middle one can be in any of the inner ones and in any orientation. So like not shown here, let's say that it's in this one, then the safe spots would be like this.
But so long as it was going long ways this way.
Yeah, if it was like I'll do this to make it easier. If it's a rectangle that's long ways like that, these are the safe spots. If it was long ways like this instead, then
It's the other way.
it would be like this.
And so to get pushed, then that's where you would go into 1 if it's being pushed.
Yeah. So for it to be in this orientation, I think that means
There you go, Sue.
that it's going to end up here at the end, which would mean that entire northern row would be unsafe. And that's what creates I think we called it evens, like, because we were using Excel callouts whenever we were doing this blind. So we were like literally calling like B1, B4, D1, D4 safe type shit. Which is why this exists.
Oh, I see. I see.
But yeah, that movement there is exactly the same every time. You might do it in the other order, but you look to the outside for where there's a hole in the bubbles. And then you just either rotate clockwise or counterclockwise in it. You wait for the bubbles to you wait for the bubble to pass through the middle and then just run in for the stack. And it will work every time.
Alright, to go.
Oh, I thought we were gonna give her time to watch the clip.
Should.
Well, I got the pattern down. I just didn't get it that time. That I'm pretty familiar with. No, I just have to see if my brain will do the bubble pattern. I just have to think of where I'm going to end up.
So since it's that, here's safe.
That is stacks, so you're going to be in 1. Try and be in the middle of the...
Slide 1 forward next.
Yeah.
Just
I
funny.
was thinking of it as
My
a rope.
up time.
Zuya, let me die. No way,
Almost.
I'm in the wrong spot.
I was in the right spot. Let's go. I got. Oh, you got him.
Yep.
Stack first.
Stacked first.
So we follow each other.
And then after the stack,
Book it.
ranged linger, melee run the boss.
This way. Walk it.
Yeah, you don't want to cut too close because you gotta give me enough room to spread out.
Take looking.
North south. It's gonna be a straight out pattern, well, or straight in. Straight out.
Oh, not I hate that.
I'll get her.
Okay. She didn't get a spread, so I don't know if that means somebody's gonna get double hit on this.
I get it wrong. Doesn't okay.
It is north and
North,
south.
south.
I might still just get around him.
Ooh,
Going
this is
clockwise.
fucked. Next, you need
No,
to
we're
get to
going
west.
clockwise.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong person. All right, well that's good.
Gaming. This is freaking.
LB.
That's right. Nyx is not a green DPS.
I don't know what's after this.
Spread the stack. So be on the lines, the knockback, and then you're going to
Oh my god.
get close to each other.
Oh, this
I'll
part.
go over Mel.
Okay.
Oh,
Watch for the crystals are going to explode first before you soak those towers.
great.
Oh fuck.
I'm dead anyway. I forgot those get flipped over. Okay, I remember that now.
So the
Yeah, we're on
way
the way
that
though.
the way that mechanic works is the one side is going to have all the ice crystals on it, and if you look, the ice crystals make kind of like there's like a line of them right in the middle. Those are the ones that are always going to get pushed over to the other side. So there's either south or north. There's going to be like an empty spot, and someone needs to hop in that bubble, and they're going to take the tower on the other side.
Cool. Yeah, that was actually really close. I just forgot those blow up early.
After I those all come over.
And after that, basically, it's just a repeat of mechanics, and we're done.
I didn't get knocked back. I had warrior thing.
Oh yeah, that's I mean that's actually fine.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay
only
there
with the
as long as
stack
you're
that it
not-
matters. It is stacked, so be in one.
God, no uptime. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Involve.
Me thinking of having
Spread first.
which way are you going?
So I just have to see what the pattern is like.
is going to be straight in or out. Out first. Side one. Straight in.
I get that mechanic.
Can you get to south next?
Yeah.
Do you have to spread first?
Oh no, I did not.
I'll get Malthus.
I think I hit sprint too soon. I forgot how to mistake.
Take privilege! Take privilege! Heal!
I got Sue when I get up. I'm gonna give you love first.
Heal yourself.
Spread.
We'll stack first, stack.
A wall.
Oh, what? Oh, it was stack first.
Weird.
I also saw spread first. That
Did it change?
Oh, I think it is. Everyone else does.
You're fine. I res you inside of a bubble.
It's in a bubble.
You know, in hindsight, I probably actually still have Biss for this place.
I don't.
I think if it's east-west like that, we can avoid that happening by keeping the groups that we were using. Potentially, no, it'd probably still be flags.
I could have made it. I think I just used my.
Yeah, we needed to switch spots before the spread, and it would have been fine.
We could probably stay center before that, so it's easier to go where we need to go.
Yep.
It is a stack. So we'll be in one. Oh,
Am I in the wrong spot?
Possibly. Who are you? Okay.
Wasn't this one?
it was one. I stood in two. Stack first. Are the stacks? Yeah, the stacks are fine. It will be straight in or out. In first, straight up.
Oh,
I got it.
I went in fast.
north-south. I will go far, Sue.
You will go far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the east one.
Ninja privilege.
Yep.
The best thing about pick wherever you want to go.
I love Sakuchi probably the most for when there's slippery floor.
Yes.
Just like ignore it. Fuck that.
1,000, no, 1,000,000% on that.
Stack first.
Oh, did you hit-
Stack
did
first.
you hit your two?
I did.
Spread, spread, spread.
No, I gotta move out faster.
I got no res.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have
Oopsies.
res.
I died 3 times or twice. Or something. I died a lot.
Forgot how fast that goes.
You know, should we eat food?
Yep.
Guess whose food fell?
Food. That would be helpful. I've had none this entire time. I've remedied that.
Is your
God,
gear
this
broken?
content is so fun.
My gear is fine right now. It's not even at 50%. Look, got a few that might be at like 80%.
Spread. The into.
Fucking spot. I'm dead. Goodbye, friends.
Got him.
Stack first. I got
I'll run them.
Who you got? Oh no.
I got soup.
We're fine on stacks. This will be straight out. Start in.
Oh.
I think Sue still has a res.
Everybody else doesn't.
It works.
I died twice and Nick's died once. That's 3. You know, maybe I should res first, okay? What about that? I'm the most prone to die.
It's funny how much of this fight is just those crystals.
It really is.
So we're going to do this avenue enough times to get it on every single weapon.
You're funny.
Very much underestimating how frustrating the sandwiches are. It is a spread. Be in 2.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side. Ah, invuln.
Yep.
I got
I'll revive him. No, let me do it.
Too late.
God
Already
damn it.
did Sorry, healer brain. It's not gonna stop. I apologize for my foibles. I will do it again.
Yeah, we're fine. It just stacked through. You gotta be on the outside of the thing. Oh, it was me and you who overlapped there. Interesting.
I'll get Malphus.
And I was out of space.
Oh good, I was raising cause. Because I figured you had a res.
I think.
still.
Is this fine?
I didn't see one.
In
No, you
and
guys need to
straight out.
swap.
Oh, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, there's no more resins.
Check the paste bin because there was a picture, I think. Where did
For
I
what?
post it?
The paste bin is set up such that the melee will always be able to take the 2 inner things. If I remember right.
Yeah, I think. Let's see, spread stack. Which one is stack spread? Stack spread.
Yeah. Page 5.
Yeah, I always look for whichever.
Okay, yeah, that's what we did. I guess we were just a little bit too close. I probably could have trended more into my corner for a little bit longer before the bubble caught me.
How I
You could-
like to look at it for that is like if you're doing the stack first, like go straight back to the wall, and then whichever side you don't have the bubble coming in, you don't want to like cut it too short because then that reduces the amount of space you guys can create as then you're coming with either the east or the west wall for the ranged as melee cuts back in. Because that was something that I can remember when I was progging it, we would run into quite a bit. If we tried to not kind of do a straight kind of almost, not a full L against the wall, but just not making enough room. I got trapped in a corner a few times until I had to tell my friend, I was like, stop doing this.
That is stacked. Be in one. Gaming.
R&D gaming.
Stack first. It's going to be a straight in or out. In, straight out. Corners.
Corners. Swap with me.
Gaming.
Hell yeah.
Gaming.
Stack first. Remember your
Uh-oh.
anti-knockback or removing it.
I removed it.
I didn't because I thought you.
I did the same thing.
Oh,
It
is
was so dumb. He said, remember your anti-knockback, so I was like, okay, we're using it.
I mean,
That is not what you meant at all.
no, that's the opposite of what I meant. But
That's not. Bubble is right there.
We can use it if you want.
that's true. We honestly just do it. There's nothing else to use it on, so
Yeah.
it's like
I'm like, oh, I hit. This is just bubbles again, right?
Yep, this is just bubbles again. I don't think anything changes.
So
and then I
this
think it does the waves again, and then it's enrage or something like that.
it sounds right.
I think once we clear this boss, that'll be it for me tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Good night.
100%. Yeah. Oh, I got. What? I unintentionally did that. Look at that. Don't worry, I could do it.
Well, you can see Enrage if you have home gang.
Does Enrage look cool?
No,
I don't have home gang anymore.
this is gonna be a crossover pattern. Start out and cross to the end.
Oh, that's not button. I get it.
Good soup.
And next week we'll get the second fight down, and the week after that we clear.
Yeah, this is the part where I tell you my sub expires in 2 days and I'm not re-upping it.
Damn.
Tarath would do it for sure, though.
Yeah, Tarath will absolutely do this with you.
going tomorrow.
If you want to.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm free tomorrow.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm free tomorrow either. Or I cannot wait.
That is also reasonable.
Yeah, waiting for this and the other.
I mean, the normal is very approachable. Savage is just the frustrating one. It is spread into. Yeah, that way of solving it is so much easier than what I was doing.
Stackers.
You look at one thing and you instantly know all of the safe spots. That's pretty good.
See, my friend would stay close enough to me there where I would literally get stuck between two AoEs in the bubbles without fail almost every single time. And I was like, I can't get out.
I vaguely remember us stumbling over similar.
Yeah. You have to do a really uncomfortable movement as a melee. In and straight out.
I actually put it on that wall several times. It was not fun.
Corners. Now we're good. Just go clockwise.
Next, go to the other side.
Oh.
Good call. I thought we were fine too. See, so you got this shit on lock already.
Yeah.
I was just planning to sprint.
I get it. And then I'm gonna hit
You're sending.
inner release here, and then
Yeah, everyone use anti-knockback.
Back
Use stack first. Anti-knockback now. Make sure you spread after.
Now back to the center for heals, and then we do.
Yeah, Sue, come over. Just hop in the bubble.
oh no.
Muffles, you can take the center, I'll take some.
Oh, I just fucking. I got snapshot on this fucking.
Does it matter which bubble I take?
Why don't I just-
You have to be the north one, but it's a good effort.
Maybe.
Was I supposed to take that north bubble?
Yep.
or-
Yeah. Yeah, you did it correctly. I walked into a bubble like a moron.
It does matter which bubble you take over because the otherwise you will land in a crystal.
Yeah. But we can essentially call, like, if you guys are trending north south like that, we can essentially call which one of you to come over and vice versa.
Yep.
I have this tendency when I'm on faster to want to go like further out, and I'm like, wait, I gotta be close.
Stacks, be in one.
Hope I'm not too far away from you.
That should be good. As long as you're not in the corners, it's fine. Back first.
That's sure gonna give us practice, ain't it?
It's going to be a straight in or out. Out first, straight in.
Oh. I would have died. No, you're not. Never mind.
Was that a Sunobel?
No, I just gave you a shield. It doesn't. You're a tank. You get privilege.
North, south. That's
Next,
fine.
let's switch.
Just take the north one too. It is stacked.
Knock that. Back to center.
I'll go over. So you're going to take the middle soak, middle tower. Dodge the crystal, ice crystal. You need to be right up against the water. Against the middle. Good job. Now it's repeats.
Repeat. Spreads.
Spreads B in 2.
I'm
I think I did this right. Oh, wait.
I did not.
I got him.
I did it right. Oh, I did it backwards. Still got it right.
Yeah, we're fine on these. Also dead.
Oh wow.
Hooray. I mean, I suppose we could look at the next trash. It's not very interesting.
Does it?
So what you're going to do here, the only thing that's a little interesting is the order that you want to do it in. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the guy to our right, and we're going to run straight through the middle. And you're going to shade off to the left.
We're gonna go where?
Left. when we get to the end. But we're just kind of chill at the end here. Should we interrupt? Get away from Melthus. Remember, you gotta Asuna that.
Yep. It's instant now.
We do need to move. See the guy who is got the X. We're gonna pull him next. He's walking towards us. The Isle Keeper. The swords, not X.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Cut through the middle. Oh, we pulled both.
Oh,
That's fine. As long as we kill it fast.
Should we admit?
Potentially.
We can't be here.
Yep, back the way we came. That was the enrage. Oh, that wasn't actually the enrage. Oh, no. What was that arrow 3? Yeah, we got hit by 2 things.
So where does it spawn? Here? Oh my god, we have to run all the way back?
yep.
I don't, because I'm still in the room. Don't ask me how.
Are we really gonna prog some more? It's past midnight.
No, you wanted to go.
No,
to
we
bed,
can go.
though.
We can go.
There you go.
My brain.
What do you...
Yeah, don't let us peer pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. You didn't even have to come do this with us in the first place. We appreciate it, but your health should come first.
It's just the matter of focus that I do or don't have is really all it is at this hour.
Yeah.
Criterion's fun.
Criterion is so much fun. Oh god, if I'd holding out hope against hope for that live letter on the 21st or 24th.
Oh, that we get one next patch.
They just didn't talk about it in the first live letter, and they're gonna talk about it in live letter part 2.
You have far more hope than I do.
Man, I became a WoW player again. That tells you how much hope I have.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I've already rid myself of that plague. It took maybe 2 weeks.
Are you retail or classic?
We were doing classic. I had a group for Mob Classic. We had a 25 man that we were gonna do raid, and I boosted. Well, I leveled. I didn't boost. I leveled 2 characters, got them to pre-patch BIS, and then like snow falling off of an evergreen tree, all of my interest disappeared overnight.
Yep. That's the issue with me in classic as well. Is just like I did all of this. I don't have
I didn't get the opportunity to raid in MOP. I always wanted to. I raided in like LFR and Cataclysm, but like I was playing with IRL buddies who were antisocial, and like we never made like progress in joining a guild or anything like that. So like this was a real opportunity to raid in WoW, but then I played WoW and watched what raiding in WoW is like, and I'm just like, A, this hurts my wrists way more than Final Fantasy does, and B, I'm not having fun because this game sucks at communicating anything to you without like programming weak auras for 3 hours. Like,
yeah,
just the fucking like, and oh my god, the community, man. Like, I thought it was a joke, right? Because it's been a long time since I played WoW. My opinion has largely been that it's the same everywhere, right? Like, you've always got like angry people. It's gonna be what it is. No. No, these are the most like ADHD, Adderall huffing, like spurgy kids. Like, I got up. I said BRB 1 second and got up to preheat my oven. I was gone for 15 seconds, and I was getting flamed in chat when I got back. Like, it is insane. If their attention is like not constantly sated, they lose their fucking minds, and everybody is so hostile just out the gate. Like,
yeah.
90% of my dungeons started with a slur.
See, that hasn't been my experience with like the slurs and stuff. I mean, you see it. You definitely see a lot more of it than you do in Final Fantasy, but the just weird sort of entitlement where like everyone thinks that they're like God's gift to the earth is very much a thing in WoW, and I don't really understand where it comes from.
It's just it's the innate inherent like vitriol. Like nobody can talk to anybody in that game like they're a human being.
Yeah.
Like everything has to end like I said, like lots and lots of slurs, lots and lots of gamer words, like pretty much the only time and God help you if you ask for advice, the quickest way to get kicked out of a dungeon is to say like, I read the dungeon journal, I think it's like this, am I doing something wrong?
Yep.
That kick is instant. Like it just
Insane.
how do you learn? How
Yeah.
do you learn anything if the community absolutely refuses to teach you outside of what's in the dungeon journal? Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I hated it. It took no time at all for me to be like, I don't want to play with these fucking people.
Yeah, WoW, I mean, so the thing I will say about WoW is that it is a completely different game if you have like a tight-knit group that you're playing with than like playing with randoms. Like I don't understand how anyone can stomach playing with randoms. Honestly, ever since I think it was Falana mentioned it the other day, like when Mythic Plus came into the game, like Mythic Plus, I think by and large, I mean that was the last time I played WoW, like actually played WoW, was in Legion when they introduced Mythic Plus. I think that was the best system they ever added to the game in terms of like cool design systems with lots of replay value and stuff like that. But Mythic Plus is probably the absolute pinnacle of the experience with a group of people that you know is polar opposite from the experience you get pugging Mythic Plus. I don't understand how anyone can pug Mythic Plus.
Yeah, I don't think I ever would. Certainly not high keys. Like low keys, maybe, or the stakes. But like the system itself is it's got the toxicity built in because there are stakes.
Yeah.
Like you deplete somebody's key, like of course they're gonna call you every name in the book, right? Like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Like I do think you're right. Like if me, you, Tarath, Pyros, like if we got a core group that we knew, it would probably be a fucking blast. You know, because Mythic Plus does look really interesting. It looks like Criterion with extra steps. Like if I'm
Yeah,
being honest.
the only thing I will say about Mythic Plus that I think is fundamentally different from Criterion is that Mythic Plus like almost requires meta chasing when you get up to the higher end stuff, because just everything really boils down to two things: how quickly can you kill bosses and how quickly can you kill trash packs.
Yep. And do you have enough interrupts?
Yeah.
Because that holy shit, World of Warcraft is World of Kicks.
Yep.
Like
it's funny because that's actually a thing that developed over time too. Like that I don't know how it is now. I hear it's much worse now, but
so I watched Ellesmere for healing and I watched Quasi for tanking, and their weak auras are shouting kick, frontal, and stop at a rate that I liken to like a decent slow jam R&B hit. Like a good 80 kicks per minute is what that weak aura is spitting out at them. Like it's insane. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And like the game just boils down to watching the weak aura that they have that shows kicks and calling you kick next, now you kick next, now you kick next. Like it doesn't, I don't know, like I spent probably 2 weeks talking to Sora and you guys trying to understand like, well, where does the difficulty come in? Why does it take these world first groups, you know, forever to do stuff? And I think I finally understand it. Every job in the game has a priority based rotation, so it's really easy to hard scope your hotbars and not pay attention to what's happening. B, everything is pass fail. You miss a kick, you miss a stun, you just die. which I guess if the fights are 4 or 5 minutes long, that's not a big deal, right? But then also the fact that like some of these bosses are just mathematically unkillable for the first 2 fucking weeks because nobody has the gear to do it based on how it was tuned. Like,
So actually, I would say WoW is actually not pass fail, and that's one of the more frustrating things about it. I mean, it's also one of the good things about it. Like, I think the design for healers in WoW is infinitely better than the design for healers in Final Fantasy, and it's because of the fact that so little is just purely pass fail. I mean, there are certainly just body check mechanics that you don't have people and you don't make it through it, but by and large, they build in an expectation of a certain amount of failure into all of the mechanics. Like
yeah,
the difficulty comes from like every fight is a bullet hell. Like there's no set pattern for movement. There's going to be a million swirlies, and so they put in a little bit of buffer in there of like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you can stand in a few of the swirlies, or you can stand in fire for, like 2-3 seconds at a time, or longer if you like know how to use your defensives and stuff. But
maybe
that's
yeah,
because that's the only mechanic that weak wars can't just solve for you.
It
is
is,
the million
yeah.
swirlies. That's why they do that.
yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm not fully there yet. Maybe I'm not, 100% absorbing the game's language whenever I'm watching, but like I watched like World First polls, and essentially like I'll be watching Max while he's shot calling, and he'll say like kick that, and then you miss the kick, and then 20 out of the 35 people in the raid are dead, right?
So
And it doesn't seem like anything else happened, so I assume that that kick is what killed everyone.
So the thing with that, like the guilds who are pushing for like world first and stuff are typically playing at like such an absurd level in terms of like the amount of damage that they're pumping out compared to the gear that they have, that they are doing strategies that are more akin to like parse groups in Final Fantasy,
So
right?
it's we just put enough mid on this to live, so
Yes.
if one thing gets mid, we're fucking dead.
Yes, they are doing absolutely everything to maximize the amount of damage that they can put out because the bosses are just tuned in such a way. Like it's an arms race between the top end guilds and Blizzard for their fight design. They have a very different sort of mentality for how they approach the fights. They very clearly have sort of a target of how long they want the tier to last for the top guilds. The fights that the top guilds do are different than the fights that everyone else does because Blizzard almost always like overtunes the hell out of the fights to begin with and then nerfs them down to levels that like mere mortals can approach, right?
Yeah.
Like
I've been watching you'll notice a trend whenever I get into anything. I don't do it halfway. 100% of my time, both gaming and not gaming, has been consuming World of Warcraft content for the past 3 weeks. I've been watching a lot of Preach's like history of World First and retrospectives and stuff like that, and the amount of times that like he said like, oh yeah, no, the boss got nerfed at like 10 p.m. on this day, and then again the next day at 2 p.m. Like 4 nerfs on a boss in a week, like just to bring it in line with like almost seeming like, okay, well, how much damage are Method and Echo doing right now? Let's hit that as the target so that the race can actually just end, if if at all. And then the next week, yeah, it gets nerfed into oblivion once they've got their clears. Like
there's
I don't know,
there's a game design portion of that like I mean, to a certain extent it makes sense because the tuning for WoW is infinitely more complex than it is for like Final Fantasy, right? Because
Sure,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy, like, sure, there's little things you can do, like non-standard lines for Black Mage is a good example of like things the community does to like get more damage out of a class. But even those things are like, most stuff in Final Fantasy really boils down to this class can pump out this total amount of potency per minute, and they try and keep classes of the same type relatively in line. So like in terms of tuning bosses, there's not a ton that they need to do. They have a general idea of like what people are capable of doing. In WoW, there's so many more variables because they have so much, in some ways interesting gear, in other ways uninteresting gear. Like they have things like tier sets, which always have some type of, typically crazy gameplay altering effect on them of like, oh, this ability now behaves a slightly different way. And so they have to tune bosses for people using the tier set, for people not using the tier set. They have trinkets, which have almost all trinkets, at least passive trinkets, have some type of proc effect on them that are gameplay altering. Like there are trinkets that, like a really simple example would be something that gives you like 1,000 hastes. So it's like, oh, every so often this trinket procs, once per minute or twice per minute or however many times per minute. During that time, you essentially have like 30% haste while it's up. Well, some jobs that are going to be or scale really well with haste are going to be able to just crank out so much more while that is happening. And then you factor in, okay, there's a raid of 20 people, all with these sort of game altering effects, and you can class stack and all of these other things. And it's essentially impossible for them to get a really good sense of how much damage people can do. And then on top of that, there's like the mitigating factors that they have of like, well, in WoW, because there is so many bullet hell style mechanics, in particular classes like casters and things like that, there's much more skill expression in, classes that have to be able to plant when, for doing mechanic. And so the difference between really, really high end people and, your middle of the pack people is going to be really big there for those types of classes in particular. And then you have, like I said, the ability to class stack. You have the ability to say like, oh, hey,
Fun fact about the average skill level in WoW, I just saw an analysis recently where the auto player that they put in is better than 70% of the population, despite the fact that its GCD is like a second longer.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, it's like it's stomping people who are like 3,400 rating in Mythic Plus, like keeping up with them just fine. And we talked about this the other day, but there is no in-game functionality that allows you to just hold the button down. So there are already multiple reports of RSIs from using it, because people are just spamming one button all day long for hours and hours doing keys. People are setting up auto hotkey macros, through their mouse or their keyboard to avoid having to just spam the one button.
Did they remove it? Because there used to be a setting that you could enable that was...
It doesn't work for it.
Okay.
That's still in the game, but it does not work for the auto hotkey rotation. You still have to lift your finger off of it every time it selects like a new skill or something like that.
Yeah, because I used to use that setting in particular whenever I would be playing a caster, because you could just like, oh, hold down the 1 button, and the second your GCD comes up, it starts casting it, and then you hold down the 2, and...
Yeah.
Although, I know that they added some weirdness with some of the classes, like the newer classes they added. Like, I haven't played the Evoker at all, but I know that Evoker is a strange sort of caster because they have a bunch of abilities where like the ability changes based on how long you hold it down, is my understanding.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
So it's like a channeled, powered up type of ability, like almost like, like in like a Souls game, like a long swing versus
Well, I was thinking of like a Twisted Fates cards in League, where like you hold the button down and it cycles through like the different colors. And
Oh
then
yeah.
You release it and get the one that you want to use.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's some stuff like that in their kit, but I know for at the very least they have like a hold down type of casting thing.
Yep. But yeah, so I was all intent on doing that, and I guess there's a non-zero chance that I still will, but like I don't know, it felt kind of, my brain just does that sometimes, right? Where like I'll hyperfixate on something and then I'll wake up one day and be like, the thought of doing that for one more minute makes me want to peel my own skin off.
Yeah.
Like I won't touch it. It's annoying because like I planned on playing retail too. Like I was gonna level a character in retail just to see, just to see like what am I missing in the most up-to-date version of the game. Does it feel better to play? Because I don't like the way classic feels. Being perfectly honest, I remember it feeling a lot better than it actually does.
Yeah.
I've also been having tons of fucking latency issues with my ISP though. Like I'm still fighting this packet loss bullshit. Like I was fine at the start of the night and then it started happening again as we got later and later into the evening.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever go back to WoW at this point. I tried not the latest expansion, but I did play for a little bit in Dragonflight, and I don't know, I just lost interest so quickly in it. I was just like, all right, I think this period of my life is over.
Yeah. Well, this will actually be the second time that I've done something like this. The first time lasted less than 2 hours. It was the night that BFA came out. BFA was like, it was like on sale. They were doing a like 20% off with a character boost thing to celebrate the launch, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do that. I've never played a horde character. I boosted an orc warrior. I played for an hour and 10 minutes and said, what the fuck am I doing with myself? And I refunded all of it. And I did the same thing this time. Like I was enjoying classic. Like I liked the fact that you buy a sub and you get to play all the way up to like just prior to the current expansion, right? Like fucking that's what they should do with Destiny. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. But like War Within went on sale, half off, and I was like, well, I plan on playing retail. This will be fun. Like that, I picked it up and I was still in the process of leveling my classic characters, and then I was like, why, why am I even like? I think I'd rather just sit around and do nothing. So here we are.
I am totally on the old school MMO train right now.
You've been playing EQ.
Yep, I've been playing EverQuest and Final Fantasy 11.
How's that treating you?
Really good actually. Like the biggest thing that I enjoy about EverQuest is it is very much a like relax and like chill type of game for me. Like, in fact, I feel the same way about EverQuest as games like Balloon's Tower Defense, where it's just like, all right, I don't need to like really actively engage in this. I can just kind of zone out and play the game.
Right. Just turn brain off for 45 minutes before bed type shit.
Yep, and that's honestly the same thing for 11. 11 is less approachable in that. I don't like modern Final Fantasy 11. I don't like the route that they went with it to make it.
Let's like grabbing trusts and being naked all the way to level cap because your trusts kill everything for you.
No, yeah, that's absolutely horrible. But no, I've been playing EverQuest on this private server that is mostly a solo experience too, which I think is really good. But like the whole thing with this private server is that they kind of reimagined the game more as like a single player experience. So rather than being a trust, you can multi-class. And so you're like playing kind of 3 jobs simultaneously. And that's really interesting because you get really kind of cool interactions between them. And I mean, they make an attempt at balancing it, but it is because EverQuest was a game that, like, at least at the high end, for the most part, you just kind of zerg everything down. Like, it's not a very complex game.
Right.
They just offset that by having like a gearing system where the gear can like level up, and so you can get like enhanced and legendary versions of your gear, and so you can just get absurdly powerful, and that's like kind of the point of the server. So I don't know, it's entertaining, and they have one of the things that EverQuest is doing, they so the actual like live EverQuest game, they've have what are called time locked progression servers. So just periodically, every few months, basically, they roll out a new set of servers with a slightly different rule set, but they sort of release expansions either in like a fixed time period or whatever. So it's like the base game, and then they will unlock, every month a new expansion, or some of them are like after a certain thing has happened. So I think the first servers were like after the final bosses were killed by like 10 guilds or something like that. Then it would unlock the next servers, and as you can imagine, that ended up having most things getting unlocked really quickly. Like well before most of the rest of the people playing on those servers were anywhere even remotely close to being able to interact with that content. But so with this private server that I'm playing on, they kind of took that concept but reworked it a bit. So it's like, because it's a mostly solo experience, it is the kind of boss centric unlocking of content, like they did with the original TLP servers, but it's all personal. So like, you can't go on to or interact with any of the content for the next expansion until you like clear the first expansion, and so forth. And they've got like 4 expansions implemented right now.
Yeah. Can you choose to party up with people, or no?
Mm-hmm, you can.
Okay, so in that case, it would work kind of like old school Diablo 2, where like you could get a rush, like have somebody like drag you through that content and unlock expansions for you.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, and there's actually constantly people doing it. But yeah, it's a really fun sort of low effort way. I honestly think this is like the best way to play the game. I mean, it's still janky. It's still EverQuest. Like, it's still a 25-year-old game. But
yeah, so crazy though. Like just the fact that games like that, like, maintain their longevity through like private servers and fan projects and stuff like that. It's just neat.
The thing with EverQuest, I think that is very unique to EverQuest, and honestly, Final Fantasy XI has an element of this too. But I think like the old school MMOs very much sort of leaned into. So EverQuest is very, very rooted in Dungeons and Dragons. That's like a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing in the sense that it is very much a sort of choose your own adventure type of thing. Like, there is no tutorial, there is no guidance on how you should or should not play the game. You make a character, and it is a character in a world, and you can choose to do whatever you want. It's very much a, like, getting anywhere in EverQuest is very much a knowledge thing.
Yep.
It's like, it's a complete discovery thing, and like, of course, the resources suck for it, even online.
Right, because the core focus is that knowledge should be disseminated by the player base.
Yeah. And that is really cool. Like, the amount of stuff that is in the game that is just totally optional, and that like people have discovered is wild, and like that is a super cool aspect of gaming. Like I have played a lot of EverQuest in my life, and I don't know a quarter of the stuff in the game. But yeah, Final Fantasy XI is kind of in that same camp. At least the older first few expansions are kind of in that camp, but they did more like guidance, right? Like everything for at least the first two expansions is completely based off of like your MSQ is playing through the well, they weren't called grand companies, but your levels for your city states or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing that is funny about EverQuest though is that everything ultimately ends up boiling down to just being like stat checks. Like if you have enough stats to for your tank to like not die in a round of combat, and you have enough healers to where they can heal that tank consistently between rounds of combat, then you will probably be able to kill the boss.
Right. Yeah, I remember. So I never played any EverQuest, but I remember talking with a friend of my wife's who's much older, um, who spent a lot of time on it like right when it came out, and he was telling me stories about these world bosses that people would fight for like 20, 30 hours, like essentially just zerging against it. Um, and I I have to assume that like was entirely because they just didn't understand how to get strong enough to take it out with like a regular like 40-man raid or whatever the expected party size was.
There was no limit. So a couple of things to understand about EverQuest. There was no instances. So all bosses were world bosses. The and I don't know of any like 40-hour types there. So there is one boss who is infamous because he was not intended to be killable.
That's the one that they like as the guild was getting it close to dead, they like shut the server down or
Yes.
like spawned him or some shit.
Yeah. He actually didn't have a loot table or anything like because the intention of this is in the lore, he's a dragon and he is like this spectral dragon who kind of went crazy and is this like ridiculously powerful being, and is just like hell-bent on destroying the entire world. And so a bunch of other dragons got together and decided to like seal him for all of eternity. And so it's a really convoluted quest chain, but you can get access to the Sleeper's Tomb is the name of the zone. And you can kill the warders, the ones who are keeping him sealed. And actually their loot is really awesome. Like it hands down is the best for the expansion that it's in. But if you kill all four of the warders, if all four of the warders are dead at the same time, then the sleeper wakes up and just goes on a rampage. Like he leaves the current zone that he's in and literally attacks everything on the way between the current zone and this other dragon sanctuary, which is another raid zone in the same expansion. But yeah, like walks through the world and literally has a massive aggro radius and just fucks up everything in his path. So that one, a whole bunch of guilds set out to, zerg it down, and that was the thing where it's like, I mentioned, a lot of it just boils down to being able to live through a round of combat, right? Because there's a spell in EverQuest that's super mana efficient that clerics have called Complete Heal. And what it does is pretty self-explanatory. But it has a 10-second cast time. So what raiding typically consisted of, as far as healing goes, was you would have heal chains. So you would have your primary and secondary heal chain, keeping your main tank and second tanks alive. You normally have like 4 or 5 tanks. But they would have a heal chain, and the way that it would work is you would start doing the heal chain before you even pulled the boss, and the goal was to have a heal hitting every second on the tank. And so you do that all with macros. You'd say, like, what the first person in the chain would say what number they are, like when they start casting, and then they would set it up so the macro 10 seconds later when the cast goes off, cast complete, and would tell the next person to, or tell, the like 8th person in the chain to start casting, and you would just do that for however long it took.
Oh wow.
And there were lots of little things that would, mess with you in that. Bosses would do things like fears and would like punt people across the room and all sorts of other things. But like, that was the gist of it, is that you would have, if you were just like tank and spanking or a boss, as long as your tank did not die in a single round of combat and your healers had mana, you theoretically can kill anything. But there's a lot of things that factor into that.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, so the sleeper was a notorious one. Specifically, like you said, the devs despawned it when a guild was close to killing it. I think they did eventually make him killable and added loot to him, but it was more just a novelty thing to do. There weren't many other bosses that were like that. For the most part, it royally boiled down to just getting enough gear on the right people in particular to where you could just survive long enough to do it. And that there's other things that factor into that too, like bosses who have AoE mechanics. If you have a whole bunch of people, if you have 100 people with you who are all in just like baseline gear with no stats, they're gonna die to every single AoE. And EverQuest, when you die, you lose experience. So
that's no fun.
Yeah. So while you did, for the most part, just Zerg things, there's a cost to Zerging things too. And also, the more people you bring, the more people you have to gear, the more people you have to flag. Like, flagging and attuning is a very big deal. In particular, because it's janky. Because everything in that game is janky. Like,
Right.
there's very little that has an
assuming-
interface.
I'm assuming flagging is what decides whether or not, like, hey, you can get loot from this thing we're killing?
No, whether or not you can even go into the zones.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's lots of keying and flagging, which is, you have to have a key on you to be able to enter the zone, and every single person who enters the zone needs to have that key. Some of them you could piggyback, like some of them they would let you, as long as, so groups are 6 people in EverQuest, and some of them would allow you to piggyback 2 people, some of them would allow you to piggyback 1 person, which is just that if you have 5 people in the group with it, 1 person who doesn't, then that last person can zone in. But yeah, and normally it's just a really convoluted thing. Like, either it's you have to find a quest that will let you get the key, or you have to craft the key through some combination of other boss drops in other places. One of the expansions, which is sort of one of the more notorious expansions, is called Planes of Power. A lot of people... It is like the most polarizing expansion. It's either the expansion that people love and think is the absolute best era of the game, or it is the expansion that killed the game.
Mm.
And there's like no in between in people's opinions on it. But like Planes of Power is the expansion that has the most like progression of all of them. Because again, for the most part in EverQuest, it's like you can kind of do whatever you want. Like everything releases with the expansion, so you could immediately go into, you know, the hardest raid on like day one of the new expansion dropping. You probably can't kill anything in there, but you can certainly go in. And Planes of Power is the expansion that they really started to shift that up, where there's tiers for all of the content, and you unlock the next tier by sort of completing the tier below it, which is good and bad, right? Like the good thing about it is that it had a really cool sort of progression. There was no real skipping stuff in it, which was kind of neat.
That's not like WoW, like Burning Crusade used to be.
Yeah. And so that was super cool. But the other side of it is that because of the way that quests work, I mentioned there's no interface for this stuff. So again, going back to game very heavily rooted in Dungeons and Dragons being like an actual like RP type of experience. Like the way that you quest in the game is you have a conversation with NPCs, and there are key words that you can use to advance the conversations with NPCs. And for the first few years of EverQuest's existence, there was no real indicator of what those keywords were. So you just have a grand old conversation with an NPC and hope you get a response.
Oh wow.
Later on, and this was probably actually in the Planes of Power era, maybe a little bit after, they started highlighting the keywords in NPC responses, and as long as you included those words in your response back to the NPC, then you would get the next sort of thing of dialogue.
Right.
It is kind of funny though, because you were like, legitimately, you're having these conversations in Say with an NPC, and everyone
like
else
talking, like literally just typing it out like a text adventure.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that is the type of game it is. But yeah, the other thing that was really weird about Planes of Power, I mentioned a lot of it is based off of like killing bosses and keying. A lot of it is like after this boss dies, a new NPC will spawn, and you have to have people. So to start a conversation with an NPC, you hit the H key to hail them, and the way a lot of the flagging worked is just like hailing particular NPCs that spawn after you kill a boss. But there was only a certain number of flags that would be given out in any particular time that thing spawns. And the game would not check if people already had the flag or not. So it was very much a thing where like you had to have someone in your raid coordinating, like, okay, I've got a list of all the people and where they're at in their progression, and then just calling out names of like, you're hailing next. Because if anyone did that out of order or like just accidentally hailed the boss, then you're just giving up, you know, like essentially like a piece of loot. It's not actually a piece of loot, but if you're trying to like progress the guild to where you can get to the next plane or whatever you're trying to do, like, well, that's one person who can't get the flag. So yeah, there are aspects about that era of gaming that are, let's just say, are good that they stayed in the past, but I don't know, the whole like discovery and adventure piece of it, I feel like is something that is just not really well captured in modern gaming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like Elden Ring is like the best of that currently.
Yep, and I think that's one of the things that made like people feel like Elden Ring was such a breath of fresh air. Elden Ring struck a really nice balance, I think, between being a like actually having sort of a linear progression to go through in the story, but also being completely open-ended. Like, it didn't force you to go through the story at any particular pace, but there was a linear sort of narrative through the whole thing. I think that's probably the best you can kind of ask for in a more modern game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna head to bed. I've been streaming this whole